Let me start this video off by saying, if you are here to criticize me for putting S209 style flares on my WRX, please exit the video now. I don't need the negativity. If you're here to see how it looks and you're genuinely curious or you're thinking about doing it yourself, you came to the right place. So I'm one of those people that believes if you want to put an STI wing on your WRX, go for it. If you want to put S209 flares on your WRX, go for it. If you want to put, you know, if you have a Ford Focus ST and you want to put RS brakes on it or an RS front bumper, go for it. If you put the badge on, that's when things get, what are you doing? If you got a WRX with an STI wing and you have WRX written across your trunk, what's the freaking problem? I'm not going to put S209 lettering on this kit. That's not what it's here for. So we'll see what I can do with this. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm so excited. This is something I've been wanting for a long time. The day the S209 came out, I was like, those fender flares are insane. So anyways, I called up Subaru a while back, like months ago, and I was gonna piece together an S209 kit. The S209 kits from Subaru only come painted, and you can only get the World Rally Blue or the Crystal White Pearl, obviously. Those are the only two colors. So when you call up Subaru, and you start asking, okay, well, how much is the back quarter flare? Oh, that one's $320. Okay, how much is the little strip that goes on the door? Oh, that's $280. Oh, okay. And you start pricing it together, and I never did a final total of the kit, but I'm gonna say it's well over $3,000 for the whole kit. And then if you're like me and you have a different color that it's not World Rally Blue or Crystal White Pearl, you gotta paint it. The other day, Subispeed posted an Instagram photo, and that's the only reason I saw it. They had flares on their car. And I was like, those are the S209 flares. And I saw a couple people had comments saying, what about the flares? Where'd the flares come from? Because they didn't mention the flares. They were talking about a hood on the car. And they said they're on our website. I said, what do you mean? What? I've been waiting for this. It's like forever now, like, and they're on your website. What the hell are you talking about? They got added. They never even made a new product video for them yet, at least as of me recording this. It might have been out by now. But so about 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, about a week prior to me recording this moment right now, they posted that picture with the S209 kit. The second I saw that, they said it was on the website. I went to the website, I saw it, and I ordered it. 3 days later, here we are, and I have it. This actually all came in one giant box, and then all these boxes were inside another box. But anyways, here's all of our 3M tape. We got like 7 rolls of 3M tape. I already took these out of the plastic because I test fitted a lot of these stuff. So here's both the front pieces that go on the front bumper. These go on the back bumper. These here go on the rear doors. And then I'm running out of room here. These also go on the rear quarter panel, and then that piece I just pulled out goes on the door right here. And then last but not least, these are the front fender pieces. So these are the fender flares and the emblems. Now just to note, these do not take any screws, any bolts. This whole entire kit is supposed to just be 3M taped on. Don't know how well that's going to work, but that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to try it. There's no included hardware, just all this 3M tape. Thankfully, it is the real thin 3M tape, so it's not like super thick where it's going to like make it look funny, like the issue I had with my spoiler. So I'm not going to go too much further into this. We're just going to go get this thing installed. All right, so it came with 7 rolls of 3M tape. We ended up with 2 left over, and I vigorously taped the living hell out of all of these because I trust 3M tape, but I don't know that I trust it that much. So I could even go ahead and use those 2 and put more on all over the place, but I think it'll be okay. We have plenty of freaking tape on all this stuff, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so to install this thing, it's super simple. It's literally just 3M tape, which is ridiculous, but I think it'll be alright if we do it properly. So I just went ahead and liberally applied it to the back of this thing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heat gun, I'm going to get the tape super hot, I'm going to point my torpedo here towards the panels to get the panels nice and warm, and then we're going to line it up perfectly, place it on, and be done with it. So I'm just going to do the rest sort of like a time lapse, because every single piece is going to be installed the exact same way, but that way you'll see how they all go on, you'll see it when it's done. my God. I didn't turn the heater off to talk to you real quick, but I want to keep it nice and warm in here. I'm gonna let this heater run pretty much probably the rest of the day, you know, at least a few hours, so I know this tape's cured up because it's freezing outside. I got no words. This looks so nice. It's not even painted yet. It's just satin black. It looks so good. I'm so excited. I got one side done. I'm gonna go do the other side. I'm not gonna film the other side because I just showed you how I put the front side on. The front emblem, the factory WRX emblem that I took off, I took that off. I don't know if you're supposed to, because it sits over kind of flush, but I didn't want to be able to see that emblem behind, so I doubled up the 3M tape on the back of the emblem, or on the back of that new piece, and I stuck it over the WRX badge. So, or I took the WRX badge and stuck it over. I'll show you here in a second. I am gonna paint this in another video, but not this video. And remember those dings on my door from the guy that tinted the windows? Or on my quarter panel, I'm sorry. You can see the dents here on this side, but look at the width of this. I think my flares are gonna hide that dent right there. Both these dents. So one side, my dents are gonna be covered. I'm so happy about that. And yeah, so the next step is gonna be to paint these things, but first I just wanna give you an idea how they look. They're so aggressive, but not too aggressive. The only thing is you can see the tape back there, but once I paint it, that I'm gonna take like either a touch-up brush, or even when I paint it and I tape everything up, the paint will probably get in there and hit most of that tape, and it'll be a lot less visible. But there's really nothing else I could do. If I would have left the stock badges on there, it'd probably look funny, and you can't put your badge back on this way. So I'm gonna have to just like put some red WRX letters on there or something, and then paint over it. So something will go in there then after it's painted. But here you can see the front canard piece looks freaking awesome. You'll notice that it doesn't come down the whole way. That's because this is designed to work with the factory STI lip. So whenever I get around to getting that, that'll kind of hide this gap here. The only issue I had at all with fitment was right here at the front, and that's my fault. When I drew this down, this just, you can see sort of where the line goes. I think I should have just had it maybe like another inch down, or another centimeter down, because the 3M tape in there is not sticking. So I can either take another piece of 3M tape and try and shove it in there, or I can heat this up, take this piece back off. I have plenty of leftover tape, and I can redo it. So I'm getting ready to go do the other side now, but I mean, you go over and look at the other side of the car, it's just so boring. It's so boring. I can't believe how good this looks. Guys, I'm so freaking excited about this. Like, I can't even, this is awesome. I'm definitely gonna need some wider wheels. Well guys, I just wanted to go over a final overview of the kit now that I showed you the install and everything's done. As of now, everything's holding great, everything looks great. I'm gonna try and keep it really warm in this garage so everything has enough time to cure. So 3M tape takes about 20 minutes to reach 50% strength at room temperature. If the 3M tape is at room temperature for 20 minutes, you're at about 50% strength. After about 12 hours, you're at 90%. Or 24 hours, sorry, you're at 90%, and 72 hours, you're finally at 100%. So the longer I can keep this stuff warm and keep it warm in here and let this cure, the better results I'm gonna have. Obviously, it's the middle of winter, so there's only so much I can do because I don't have a heated garage. So once that thing runs out of fuel, which will probably be in an hour or two, you know, it's gonna get cold. So hopefully it holds up. I'll keep you updated. I had no fitment issues with this kit. The only fitment issue I have is on the front, and that was my fault. And besides that, this thing is flawless. So they did a really good job with it, and you can buy it in a paint match version, but I'm saving about $500 by painting it myself. Well, till I pay for the paint, I'm probably saving about $300. So it's gonna cost me around $200 to paint it myself, but I'm saving about 300 bucks. And let's be honest, the main reason I bought this way is because they didn't have this color available. At the time of me purchasing this, well, they're probably never going to have magnetite gray, which is the new gray for 2020. But they had dark gray metallic. They didn't have series gray. They had the red. They had the silver. They had the rally blue and the pearl white. But all of them were out of stock except for the blue one and the unpainted version. So I got the unpainted version. Once it warms up a little bit, probably in like a few weeks, maybe a month, what I'll end up doing is on a really nice day, I'm going to pull the car outside, I'm going to tape everything up, I'm going to put the whole car in plastic, and then I'm going to paint the flares. And I think it'll look better if I paint them on the car anyways, because, well, it'll be easier because if I paint them piece by piece, it's just going to be a nightmare, and then I could mess them up while I'm installing them. So at this rate, if everything sticks on and stays and everything's nice and solid, after like a few weeks, I know everything's good to go. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make the custom emblem for that badge down there, and I'm going to paint everything. Alright guys, so I'm going to end the video here. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And like I said, stick around, find out when I paint this thing how it looks once everything's painted and done the right way. But as for now, it looks amazing just sitting here in the flat black finish. So like a front lip or anything that comes like unpainted black like this, it's going to fade, it's going to get ugly, but I'm not... the car's sitting in the garage, it's winter time, so it'll be okay for like a few weeks. So once this thing's on and I know it's good to go, I might reposition the front flares and the front bumper flares with the canards. And once I do that, hopefully as long as everything sticks and everything's good to go, we can paint this thing. So until the next video, I will see you guys later. Take care.